This is how you can master Facebook ads for your pest control company. What I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be going over everything in Facebook A to Z. And so that can be, or that will be, sorry, how to create the campaign, how to find the copy that works, how to find creatives, how to test, everything along those lines. And if you have any questions or anything, feel free to drop a comment below. I'll do my best to help. Okay, so first of all, I want to start with the pixel and the importance of the pixel. Now, if you're using a marketing company or you're running ads for yourself and you don't have the pixel installed and you don't have it set up properly, you are missing out on a ton of potential clients. Now, the reason for that is Facebook actually allows us with the pixel to set up retargeting campaigns. And basically, that's just chasing people around Facebook. I'll go into kind of what some of those audiences can and should look like, but as well, you can actually track the thank you page on your website or on your landing page. So if somebody comes in, even if it's not from Facebook directly, and they land on that thank you page, it's actually going to send that signal to Facebook. And then if you're setting up the campaigns properly, Facebook will then allow you to actually find people who are more likely to convert on your website or just convert in general. So super cool. Facebook's super smart. And I think the pixel is just, it should be industry standard best practice, but I see a lot of people just not really using it, or gets confusing because, to be fair, it can be pretty overwhelming. Okay, so now we headed over to the pixel on one of our client sites. Now it's fairly new. We set this up, I want to say about 2-3 weeks ago, but we can see it's tracking all the page views of everybody that lands on the website, as well as it's tracking the leads. So 7 people have come through and ended up on the thank you page. And now I'm going to show you real quick how you can actually set that up and install a pixel. Now, first thing you're going to want to do to start with the pixel, you're going to head over to Google Tag Manager. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create an account. And then you select your country. I never check this. It's just one of those things. Then just going to add in your container name, and always web. We're not dealing with any of this. I'm going to click on create, go through, just click yes. Don't worry about this just yet. But you'll be brought to this page. And then what you're going to want to do, you want to head over to tags. All you're going to want to do is click new. And then I like to follow a naming convention. So it'll be FB Pixel all pages, just because we want it firing. So then what you're going to want to do, you're going to click on tag configuration there, and then you want to go in custom HTML. Now, don't worry about it. You don't have to do any coding or anything like that. But I'll show you what I want you to post in there. So then you want to head over to your ad account. Should be able to find your ad account. Then what you're going to want to do is want to click open an ads manager. Click on this little hamburger, all tools, events manager. You're going to want to go to data sources. And I assume your pixel isn't set up already. So it'll give you an option to start new, but I'll show you what that should look like. Okay, so basically ask you to install the pixel. It will give you a prompt somewhere in here, but what for us and the pixel already installed, we'll just click on add events and it'll give us these three, then click on metapixel, click setup, and then manually add code to the website. Now it will then bring you to this page, no matter what. Even if you're starting and say create pixel, you're just gonna click create. Once you do, it'll bring you to install base code. Then all you're gonna wanna do is click on copy code, head back over to Google Tag Manager, and then you're gonna wanna just paste this in. Super simple. Now for the triggering, you just wanna click on triggering, and then all pages, click save. And then what you're gonna wanna do is install that onto your website, whether you have a WordPress site or if it's built on Wix, Squarespace, etc. There's lots of YouTube videos on exactly how you can do that. But basically what's gonna happen is once you've clicked save, you're gonna head back over here. And then you'll just want to come back to this page. Just want to click on this. And then you'll just copy this code, add in the head of the page. Same thing, body, just follow this, copy that in, and then that will make sure it adds your pixel And then what obviously you're going to want to click submit. So that's just super basic on how you can set that up, how to get it live on your website. But then I'll show you exactly how you can track that thank you page as well. So back over to Events Manager, always turn on automatic advanced matching, and then add event code. Then it'll bring you here. You're going to want to click on Open Event Setup Tool. Going to want to enter your website. I'm just going to grab the URL. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just grabbing the URL. Just Google your site. Grab this URL here, and then head back over to Events Manager. Enter this. Open up your website. Now it's going to bring you to this. And what's going to happen is you can track the buttons. I'm not really a fan of tracking the buttons. It is what it is. I like to track the URL. Now you're going to want to select the event, and if we're tracking the thank you page, it's going to be lead. So don't include value on the page because especially if you're pest control, you have a bunch of different offers, and you're more than likely your page is going to be different. But then what you're going to want to do is track the entire URL or a portion of the URL. URL contains, and then you just add your thank you page URL. Basically, now what I did with this client is I basically just went in, submitted a test quote. I just went here, contact us, and then I submitted this. It brought me to a thank you page. But yeah, I just went to this page, submitted a contact form, and it brought me to the thank you page. And then what you just do, you just track the URL. You just click that, and you click confirm, and then away you go. It's tracked. That's the basics of the pixel. Now, engaging creatives. We want to start from real pictures. So if you're a pest control company, you should have pictures of your team, you should have pictures of your vehicles, you should have everything like that. And pictures of you in the job site, etc. That's where you start with for the real stuff. Now, there's different things you can do. Obviously, with pest control, like if you're having pictures of the pets, like stock photos are good. But I'll actually walk you through one of the campaigns. Now that we're in here, creatives, you can see cane toad, since that's what it's specializing in. Then we have the offer, free pest inspection. This picture of their team gets started for $39. Obviously, it's a little bit different because it's just stock photo. Again, picture the team, vehicles, like it's a mix. I'll go into these two in a second. But again, we're just in the testing phase. Like we're only testing 5 creatives. Client asked us to kind of chill, and because they're at capacity until June 1st. But honestly, tomorrow, that's when we're going to get a bunch of stuff live and really crank this up. That's where we want to start. And then for the offers, we like to have 5 different offers so that we can test. So with pest control, it's a little bit different. So you usually have 5 things that you sell, right? Whether that's in Florida, as an example, cane toads, roaches, termites, ants, mosquitoes, wherever you are, you should probably have 5 main things that you're selling or that are most popular. Then from there, it's sure you can provide those services, but what's the offer? Because if you don't have a good offer on Facebook, it's not going to convert. You're not going to get leads. You're not going to get sales. So if we head back over, they have free pest inspection. They have get started for $39, $79 special, free termite inspection. Just things like that. Even if you're offering it already, it's something that you should be using to stand out amongst your competitors. So that's the importance of getting a good offer, also so that you can test it, because we don't know what's going to work. Every market's different. What's working in Fort Myers, Florida, is probably going to work. Something's going to work differently in Miami. Things like that. Now, ad copy. Now, we like to use Facebook ads library to find winners. So I'm in Canada. Let's just do Canada as an example. I'm going to do pest control. It will load because it's slow. Then once it loads, you're going to have this. And go filters. Always do active ads. Now it's going to give you everything up until like the date. But what you're going to want to do is you just want to scroll, and you're going to want to find the stuff that's been running for at least a month or over a month. If it's from over a month, that's when you know it's a winner, because they're getting leads, they're making money from it. Now, basically, we don't necessarily copy it word for word, but pretty similar to be completely honest, because it's working for other people. We just add our own twist on it. We add like whatever homeowners ready to kick spiders to the curb. Our package can help you. We just add a little bit, but we follow the same framework as well. This is just what you use if you're new, never really ran ads before, and you're just trying to figure out what works instead of having to try and write the copy yourself. What we have internally is we have a bunch of stuff that we know works internally. So a bunch of different creatives, landing pages, etc., and the copy. So we like to pull from this internally. So copy is pretty simple, but you want to have a bunch of different stuff for each offer so that you can test. Not too hard. Testing strategies for success. Now, we're talking about that earlier. A little bit different. So we are running at the ad set level. We are running it for $25 a day. Now, that can seem like a lot, but since it's 5 ads, each of these is running at about $5 per day. We let it run for about 2 weeks just because we need Facebook to learn. And then once we know what's working, then we can scale the budget. We can kill the stuff that's not working. Like these three obviously are not working. So we're just going to kill those and we're going to focus and put some more budget toward cane toads, etc. And then we're just going to make new creatives like the ones that are working so that we're able to amplify the winners. And then basically what we're looking for in the testing, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's, are we getting leads from it? And are they converting? And now if they're converting, if we're not getting much leads but they're converting, obviously we want money. We don't want the vanity of just Facebook leads. Then you put more money towards those. These aren't getting leads, then we kill them. Now, if you're looking at the cost per result, obviously pest control is a little bit more low ticket compared to other home service offers like roofing or HVAC. So we want a cheaper cost per lead. There's a bunch of different things you can do to get a cheaper cost per lead. But at the end of the day, it's you want this to usually be under $50. If it's anything more than that or in that area, I'd stay away from it. Now, another thing too is Facebook lead forms are notorious for, pardon my language, but being shitty. Now, to get around that, there's a couple different things you can do. Number one, if we jump into the lead form, what we do is we have the intro, and then we have a couple qualifiers. Do you own your home? Do you own your home? Yes or no? If they click no, then we have it set up so that it's not a good lead because that's just their qualifiers. And now, what type of pest problem do you have? We make them have a short answer question, so that way it helps their sales team and their CSR team when they call them, when they reach out. Also, too, it cuts down on spam leads a ton. Now, and then just standard stuff: email, name, phone number, privacy policy, and then here it can be different things. It can be like lock in this offer to call us right now. Call us right now to lock in this offer. A bunch of different things, but just adding a short answer question or just making the having more friction in the lead form helps. Also, too, you can head over to something called Leads Bridge, which I love, to connect your CRM and pass that conversion data back to Facebook using the conversion API. Sadly, this company is using a CRM that isn't able to connect to LeadsBridge and also isn't able to connect to Zapier. That's another thing I'll go over is exactly how you can optimize, but this is just more of a general thing. LeadsBridge is awesome. I'll just give you a quick little walkthrough on how it works. Oh, I'll go back, sorry. Basically, bring you here once you log in. So click on Create New Bridge. And then it's going to bring up basically just look for Facebook lead ads. Then you're going to want to look for your CRM, just using HubSpot because it's simple. Click Continue. It will basically ask you to connect your ad account, connect your CRM, away you go. And then there's a couple different things to do on the pixel side, but that's pretty much it. Now, audience targeting. We go broad. We head over to the ad set level. Fort Myers, Naples. This is it. This is literally all we do. plus 35 miles, plus 25 miles. I don't touch the age. I've never liked it. And advantage plus placements. This is it for the targeting. Facebook is so smart that it allows us to basically just leave the ads and it will figure out who is the best person, who is the best audience to push the ad to. Because Facebook wants us to spend more money, so it's going to go show the ad to people who are more likely to reach that conversion event, which is filling out that lead form. Now, passing that conversion data back through multiple steps allows Facebook to actually then optimize for people who are more likely to convert rather than filling out the lead form. But with this company, it's some stuff that we have to do in the back end that we're still trying to figure out just because of the CRM that they use. Campaign optimization, I went over that. And then I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough. Head over to my ad account. And what we're going to want to do is always want to click on leads, nothing else. Manual leads campaign. And then leave all this. Don't touch any of that. New lead ad sets. Conversion. Where do we want the conversion? Instant forms or website if you have a landing page. Can get into that at another time. Daily budget. Again, if you're running 5 ads in an ad set, test it for each for $5 a day, $25 a day. Start date, it always starts, unfortunately, at the time that you logged in. So just have it a little bit more because when you go to publish, you'll say, oh, this date's in the past. Select an end date, do it for about 2 weeks out. We're just going to run it for a month just for the sake of it. And then your audience. So if I live in Calgary, so I'm just going to do Calgary. Boom, done. And then head over to you'll be at the ad set level. It'll ask you to create the ad. And then it'll bring you down here, add media, add your image. If you don't have anything in here, which I imagine you don't, you'll just click on upload and then you'll grab anything from your computer. Same thing for video. Primary text, this is where, this is the primary stuff that you see. Here, the headline is where they click on the form. Description, don't really worry about that. Call to action, change it how you want. You'll have your lead forms here, and then you'll have your CRM events, your website events. Always check website events since we added that pixel, and then you are good to go. That's just a quick way on how to set up the campaign. Now, that was a very quick overview on mastering Facebook ads for your pest control company. Now, I went over this pretty quickly, and if you have any questions, I'm more than happy to help and or make another video going in depth on each and every single one of the topics that I went over today. So, have any questions again, leave a comment, leave a like, and I would love if you subscribe for more because we're going to be cranking out a lot of content for not only pest control, but home services as a whole.